What do we have here? All right. All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So this is Ken Lord, and today I finally got my package for my bike right here. As you could guess, it is a fairing. Because after over a year of riding with no fairing, I thought that now that I'm going on, group rides more and going further distances, I thought I'd get a fairing for like long distance riding, as I've said again. But yeah, no, man, it's windy a lot here, and going like 75 without any type of like windshield or fairing, like it hurts. So let's go ahead and put this on. Boom. Yeah, got it on there. Horrid looking, looks so bad. It looks terrible. It's like unproportionate, ugly, low. It's probably one of the worst fairings I've ever seen. But nah, you can't deny how useful it is though. I just went out and test drove it and everything. I feel like because the 48 is so low, like the headlights low and everything, the wind kind of it deflects and then it goes just straight to my face. So I don't know, it wasn't much use. I still felt like there was still wind hitting me, but I also felt like at higher speeds though that the wind was kind of going over my head, but at low speeds like 40 to 60, the wind was kind of just going straight to my like head. But once you go to like 70, 80, that's when the wind goes like over your head, because of course you're going faster towards the wind. So yeah, but another thing is I think it's because I had to make it low. Yeah, I had to make these low right here, and it should be a lot higher. It should be a lot higher above the headlight. But the thing is, with the 48, my mirrors are right here, and it kind of interferes right here. It hits, and I should have moved this down here. But the thing is, I don't want to do that because I think it looks nice like that right there, and I don't want to move it down there because it looks terrible, man. It looks terrible. And the fairing is just an accessory, that's just something I want to put on sometimes when I go on long trips or something. But to have these right here, to have my bike in a way that I don't like it without the fairing 24/7, it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. The fairing should adjust to how the bike is, not the bike adjust to the fairing. So yeah, let's do some riding on the freeway, I guess. I haven't tried it yet on the freeway, but let's give it a shot. All right, so at this point I'm going about 60, 70, and to be honest, I don't feel yet that much of a difference, but it's kind of buffeting, I guess. I don't know if that's what it is, buffeting, but I could feel my visor shaking up and down the helmet, especially at a lower speed, such as a 60 to 70, but then it kind of goes away when you go faster. All right, now I'm going 70, 80, and man, what a difference I feel. Like, I'm able to take off my hand and everything without the wind, like, knocking me off the bike. I feel like the bike was able to go faster because the wind wasn't limiting me anymore. Now, for Sportsters, I always thought, like, the fifth gear, all you could get was, like, the most you'd probably get was, like, 85, 90, and then after that, it's like, I thought the engine was at its limit, but no, it was not at its limit. It was the fucking wind that was like basically taking me off the bike, and that kind of subconsciously told me like, oh, okay, it's time to slow down. But no, now with the fairing, it's like you could really abuse that fifth gear, especially for us Sportster riders. I don't really see a need for a sixth gear once you have like a really big fairing. And I've seen a lot of other fairings that other people use, such as the Del Rey, the smaller ones, and I thought those were like, yeah, it looks good. It looks good, especially on Sportsters, because the Road Warrior fairing is the ugliest fairing you could put on a Sportster. It's unproportionate. It's big. It doesn't match like the tank of the bike. It fits like the Lowrider S's and the Street Bobs because they're big bikes. So when you put a big fairing, it matches. But when you put it on a Sportster, it's horrid looking. And you also have going back to the Del Rey. The Del Rey is nice, it's small, it's sexy, it looks good on the bike, but the that one doesn't. I don't think it really even does any kind of work. It's all kind of for show. But I went with the Del Rio because it's big. Yeah, it's ugly, but it's useful. Alright, now here's some lane splitting footage with the Del Rio because who doesn't love lane splitting? Also, I feel like the bike feels kind of bigger, because you have a fairing on it, but I think that's nothing more than just like a back thought, kind of like a placebo. It's not really any bigger. I mean, the widest point of your bike is always going to be your handlebars or your mirrors, to which my handlebars are the widest point. So yeah, so far it doesn't affect lane splitting. That's what I love about it. It's nice, it's clean looking, it's very useful on the freeway, and it doesn't bother you like it's not as wide as the ones you have on the Lowrider ST. It's not as wide as the ones on definitely a Road Glide with that shark nose, or the the Street Glide. Yeah, good bikes, but I think I'll stick with my slim Sportster that can actually lane split. Yeah, so all day, man, I've been kind of abusing the fifth gear on my bike. I've been going like 75, 85, to which I normally go 70, 75 the highest because the wind is just kind of too much. Also, I don't really believe in speeding that much, but I really had to test out the fairing and what it's like, to how much I could negate the wind. But yeah, man, if you ride a Sportster, man, because I know those don't come with like any type of fairings, I think this is a good investment, especially for long trips. Like, people always say, like, oh, just get a bigger bike. Like, nah, come on. The Sportster's a solid bike. I like it. I don't know, I like it. If you don't, whatever. But I plan on going on longer trips, especially, I'm planning a new trip going to see my girlfriend down in LA from North California. So it's going to be about 400 miles. And, yeah, that's the reason why I even bought this fairing right here, so I could kind of get that wind out of my head, because every rider knows that feeling when the traps, like the back of your neck muscles right there, start hurting because of the wind, especially when you have no fairing whatsoever. That shit hurts over time. And going 400 miles to LA is going to be a really painful ride. But yeah, man, the Del Rio is a solid fairing. And on top of that too, when I get upgrade to a bigger bike, a Lowrider S one of these days, I'm definitely going to slap this on to the Lowrider S. Why have two fairings when I can just take it off the Sportster, put it on one? Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. Damn, that shit is ugly. Yeah. It looks terrible. But the cool part is you can like kind of take it off. So I like it as an accessory for long road trips for sure. And look at that, it's back to normal. Look at that. Pretty high quality too. Put this shit back. It's kind of awkward.